Have you ever found yourself craving closure from a situation or relationship, only to realize it's never quite enough? No matter how much you try to understand or move on, you feel like something is still missing. Today, we're going to explore a different perspective. Is it closure you're truly seeking? Or has your nervous system just not finished completing the stress cycle? We often think that finding closure is the key to moving forward. Whether it's a difficult conversation, a breakup, or the end of a project, we believe that closure will give us the peace we're seeking. But here's something we don't always realize, is that closure doesn't always complete the stress cycle. You might have had the conversation or received the answers you were looking for. You may feel a sense of relief mentally, but the tension in your body might still be lingering. You might still feel like you're being chased by the lion, even though the danger has passed. That's because closure addresses the mind, but it doesn't always release the stress stored in the body. And if that stress cycle remains incomplete, it can keep you stuck, lingering in that feeling of being not quite over it. Think about it this way: when you experience stress, your nervous system goes into fight or flight mode. But just because the situation is resolved, or you've had a conversation, doesn't mean your body has fully processed it. Without completing that cycle, the body can still feel unsafe, unsettled, or tense, making it hard to truly find closure. So, what does it mean to actually complete the stress cycle and find closure? First, let's talk about what closure really means. It's often portrayed as getting that final conversation or explanation, getting clarity on the why behind what happened. We believe that once we understand, we'll finally feel at peace and ready to move forward. But what if closure isn't the missing piece? What if it's not about the conversation or the answers we're searching for, but rather something deeper? Something happening in our bodies. Our nervous system is wired to react to stress, and when we go through emotionally charged situations, especially unresolved ones, our bodies get stuck in a stress response. It's not just about your mind needing closure, it's about your body needing to complete the cycle of stress. When we experience stress, our nervous system goes into fight, flight, or freeze mode. But if we don't find a way to process or release that stress, our body remains in a heightened state of alertness, meaning we're not truly healed yet. This is what's known as the stress cycle. Here's the key. Closure can be helpful, but it often doesn't complete the stress cycle. Even after a conversation or a moment of clarity, you might still feel unresolved tension in your body, leading you to believe that you need something external to feel whole. However, true completion happens when you release that tension within, allowing your nervous system to relax and reset. So how do you complete the stress cycle and find true peace? It starts with your nervous system. Practices like deep breathing, meditation, gentle movement, or even physical release through exercise can help complete the cycle and signal to your body that it's safe to relax again. When your nervous system feels safe and at ease, that's when closure can truly land. The tension that was stored in your body gets released, and you can move forward with clarity. without needing the final conversation or explanation. Now, this doesn't mean closure isn't valuable. Having a conversation or getting clarity can definitely help. But it's important to recognize that true healing happens when your nervous system feels at ease. When you can release the tension stored in your body, you'll find that closure, whether external or internal, will land more deeply. So, before you chase after closure, check in with yourself, inquire with your inner parts. Are you seeking external answers, or does your body just need a moment of peace and connection to release what's been held inside? When you complete the stress cycle, you don't just get closure, you truly process the experience in your body and mind. This doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring what happened. It means you're allowing yourself to heal and fully release the weight of what you've been carrying. So the next time you find yourself seeking closure, ask yourself, have I just talked about it, or have I allowed my body to process and release the stress that's been trapped? By completing the stress cycle, you give yourself the true closure you need, one that comes from a place of peace, safety, and true healing. That being said, you can't force a stress response cycle to complete. In fact, trying to force it can create more tension. The key is creating the right context, allowing your body to naturally process and release the stress it's holding. So what does that context look like? First and foremost, physical activity is the most efficient strategy for completing the stress cycle. When you move your body, whether it's through exercise, stretching, or dancing, you signal to your nervous system that the threat has passed and you're no longer in danger. Physical movement recalibrates your body and brings you back to a calm state. But it's not just about physical activity. There are other practices that help complete the cycle and bring balance back to your nervous system. Sleep is one of the most powerful ways to reset your body and mind. It's during sleep that your body can process and integrate the stress from the day, so make sure to prioritize rest. Then there's affection, whether it's a hug, a gentle touch, or spending time with someone who makes you feel safe and loved. Affection helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, allowing you to shift from a stress response into a state of safety and calm. Meditation, including mindfulness, Tai Chi, or yoga, are also wonderful ways to recalibrate. These practices help bring you into the present moment, quieting the mind and letting your body reset. And sometimes it's as simple as having a good cry or scream. Don't wallow in it, but let the tears flow. Allow them to wash away the stress and give your body permission to release what it's holding. Art and expressive self-care, like journaling or painting, can also release stress. The creative process allows you to move energy, process emotions, and reset your nervous system. Another way to reset is through self-care rituals. Showering, grooming, or engaging in any ritualistic practice allows you to transition from a stressed out state of mind to one of warmth and self-compassion. These small acts of affection for yourself help reinforce a sense of safety and comfort. Remember, true healing begins when we allow ourselves to complete the stress cycle. When we do that, peace doesn't just come from answers, it flows naturally from within. Trust the process, breathe deeply, and allow your body to guide you toward the peace you deserve.